Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Today is my day two of my challenge, the 14-day challenge that I'm doing. Um, and I'm super excited, but sometimes I'm dreading how to do this because I'm challenging myself. Hi, Sandisa, how are you doing? Um, Afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Hendrik, thank you so much for joining. So, the, the reason that I'm doing this challenge is to improve myself, to become better in the industry that I'm in, and to become better in my profession. And I also want to be able to help other people. It's not always about money or being able to get money out of other people. For me now, this journey is about, it's more about helping people. And I believe that is my calling, to help other people in challenges that they have. So, um, today, like I said, is day two of my challenge. And I just want to touch on a sensitive topic, which is about overspending in the festive season. So, uh, a lot of people are probably in a panic mode right now because in December there are a lot of things that are happening. You're probably getting, if you have children, you're probably getting those emails or letters from the school to say the school fees has gone up for 2020. And there's an increase in the school fees. You need to pay the first month or second month of school fees before the new year starts. Children are starting new grades, your children are growing, and, some of the kids are starting new schools. You need to obviously buy uniform. Like I have my 9-year-old son, he's growing taller each and every day. So most of the pants, when you buy the pants for him, they are now like 3/4. So it's like you constantly always spending. And, come December, there's this panic mode that just holds a lot of us, especially when you don't have that additional income to say, where am I going to get that extra money? And so, what I want to say to you today, it's possible for us to live in a comfortable life where we don't have to be in a panic mode. We can actually be able to save. There are ways that you can have additional income where you don't have to be like the rest of the world or everybody else around you, where you're running around like a headless chicken, or you're borrowing money from Mashonisa or from your friends to be able to pay off your debts or to be able to catch up on the things that are falling behind. So, my question to you today is, what are you doing to save? Um, for example, each and every year at my work, they always ask us to do what is called a 13th check. And a 13th check is obviously when you take money from your salary and you're putting that into the company and they're saving it for you. So this year, I decided to challenge myself. Most of the time, I do like 2,000 rands or 1,000 rands. But this time around, I was like, you know what? I want to save more, and I want to be able to enjoy myself more with my family in December, because from previous lessons learned, there are a lot of times where you spend all the money that you have, and come January, there isn't enough money to do what? To pay the school fees, uh, money for transport to go to work. And usually most people, they call January, it's January, it's a season to worry. So I was like, God forbid, I will not be in a season of worrying. So I'm going to start, being positive. I want money to work for me, not me working for money. So these things that I'm telling you today is things that I've learned throughout this year, where in the business that I'm currently in, it's part of our coaching and our mentoring that goes into the business. I wouldn't have learned all these things by myself or by reading it, but because of the network of people that I have, that is why I am able to talk to you today about things that I've gone through and what I've learned. And I'll tell you that it's working for me. So this year I decided that I want to save more. I want to save 5,000 rands. So from my salary on my 13th check, I have been saving 5,000 rands. I'm actually going to take a screenshot to show you guys that it's real. So saving that 5,000 rands, meaning in December, I'm going to have 60,000 rands. Why am I saving this money? It's not because I have a lot of money, but because I want my lifestyle to be different from the previous years that I've lived. I'm not going to be taking this money because I want to go on a holiday and overspend money. No, I'm doing this for my children because they are my legacy. And why am I talking about saving in December? A lot of people overspend in December. And I was listening to one lady, she was talking about the subconscious, the programming that as Black people, when we were growing up, we were told you spend a lot in December. You buy things that are not necessary. And you start feeling guilty afterwards that, why did I buy this handbag? And you don't even necessarily need that handbag. You might go out, you buy your kids like a lot of clothes that are not even necessary, that they don't really need. And those are the guilty things that are usually in our minds that we have to live with. You want that fancy phone that you saw somebody with, and once you go into that mindset of overspending, it's very hard to move away from it. You buy so many groceries, you buy so much food that you're not even going to eat, that other people that come and visit are going to eat. And when they go, you don't have money in the house. So what am I saying? We need to start attracting positive things into our lives when it comes to money. Number one, do not spend what you don't need. One thing I've learned about finances, you need to write down a budget. What are you spending? What you're spending, is it necessary? For me, what I feel guilty about during lunch when I'm at work, if I'm not in my business, sometimes I end up going outside to buy KFC, for example, and that's a meal of about 50 to 60 rand. If I could take that 60 rand and save it, it's a lot of money. We were calculating the other day that imagine spending 60 rand a day for lunch. That's 5 days, that's 300 rands. So if you're spending 300 rands a week, you can use 300 rands times 4, that's 1,200 rands. 1,200 rands that you can save and actually use for your children. You can put it in an investment in a business. So, just think about your children. Do you want the lifestyle that your parents or your aunts or other people were living to be the same lifestyle that your children live? For me, I'm going to say no. And I want to help other people not to live in that circumstance. So I'm doing a call out to all working moms, even to men out there, to say we need a change of not living from hand to mouth. So this December, this is a call to action to say to you, join us in this movement. We want to be able to show you an investment that can change your lives and your children's lives. And, this November, just reflect on what are you going to be spending your money on in December. Just write down those things that you feel guilty about first. And then once you've written down those things, then the second thing that you need to do is forgive yourself. Once you've forgiven yourself, then it's time to move on and start thinking about the future. Don't be one of those people who's sending messages to say, can you e-wallet me? Can you give me this amount of money? We need a new mindset, a new way of thinking. So I just want to thank you, everybody, for joining me. Thank you, Hamokelo. Thank you, Peter. I hope you're enjoying the rugby at MTN and you've taken so many pictures. Thank you, Sandisa, for joining. If you want more information, on how we're teaching you to invest in this organization, just drop a comment below, more info, or you can send me a message and we'll be able to share with you how we are doing this and how we want to evolve from how we were living before, and how we can share more tips on how to break these bad habits of money. We need to break that subconscious programming that was formed in us to say money is bad, money is for the rich. You know, we are all born wealthy and we have the gifts to be wealthy. So thank you so much for joining, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And send me a message if you want to hear more tips on how you can be an investor in this organization and how you can actually earn more money for your children and leave a legacy for them. Thank you so much, guys. We'll chat to you soon. Bye.